I'm Karli Francis, and today we are going to learn a few different ways to play Messy by Lola Young. If you're tuning in through YouTube, make sure to check the description below to get the free PDF to go along with this lesson. It will have the strumming patterns and chords that I will be using. That link also gets you access to all my current and future song tutorials, each with their own PDF to go along with it as well. All right, let's get started. So this song essentially is only 2 chords. So first I'm going to teach you a way without a capo with just the 2 chords. So the first chord is going to be our D major 7. So this one, it's going to be the 2nd fret, the first 3 strings all on the 2nd fret. So you can play it by either using one finger and barring that 2nd fret, those first 3 strings, and strumming just the bottom 4. Or you can use your 3 fingers. It's kind of like your A chord, but you move it down. So your first finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret, 2nd string, and the 3rd finger on the 2nd fret, 1st string. And that's your D major 7. And then the 2nd chord we're going to go to is your E major chord. So you can start by just kind of going through that. The song would just go between these 2 chords. And if you wanted to leave it at this, if you're a beginner and you're just learning, or if you just don't have a capo, this would be a way to play it. Strumming pattern you can do is just your down strum. You're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So it's like down, 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 down. Down, down, down. I would use that for the verses, and then when it gets to the choruses, you can just kind of open it up a little bit. Just do all downs, just down, or you can do down, up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And now for the second way to play it, if you do have a capo, we'll put that on the 2nd fret. And this way we're going to use one shape, and we're actually going to just move it up and down. So we're going to play... It's like our C major 7. You're just going to play the top of your C chord. You have your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret from the capo on the 5th string, and your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret from the capo on the 5th string, and the rest open. And what we're going to do is just play it here, and then our 2nd chord, so that would be like our D major 7, and our 2nd chord, like our E, you would just slide it up. Kind of makes it into a fancier chord sounding. So this one's really neat, that you would just go between those 2. So you can palm mute it a little bit and get that same rhythm, that down, 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 and then slide it up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And say the verse, you'll just start with this little palm muting strum. Down, down, down. When we get to the chorus, we're going to open it up, but we're also going to change it a little bit. There's something in the acoustic guitar you can kind of hear in the background. We're actually going to start, so we're going to switch up the chords a little bit, but it's going to be the same shapes back and forth. You're going to start with your 2nd finger. You're going to just move it down a string. So instead of on the 4th string, it's going to be on the 3rd string, and you're going to play that one 3 times. And then you're going to move it back up and play the rest 5. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a little bit of an awkward way to count it. So I would count it 1 and 2 and then switch on the end of 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then you would switch, slide it 2 frets up and do the same thing for your E. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and back to Messy. So that kind of opens it up a little bit if you wanted to add that to the choruses and do this for the verses as well. That adds a little bit more dynamic to the song. It's adding something a little more interesting to just playing 2 chords back and forth. And then there's one more way I'm going to play that we can, one more way, maybe 2 more, but then another shape that we're going to add instead of, if you wanted to just take it a step further, you can move this finger up, and we're just going to play more of a full chord here. So you're going to put your ring finger on the 6th string, 3rd fret. Your pinky is going to go on the 5th string, 3rd fret, and your middle finger is going to go on your 2nd fret, 4th string. So it just gives more of a fuller sound for the song, but the same chord. And then we're going to do the same thing and up for the next one. So we're still doing that back and forth. So, and then you can do the rhythm, that down, down with the little pauses. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and or all downs. Not too messy and not too back and forth. So this one also, this shape also gives you the option to add a little bit of bass note picking. So all I'm going to do is pick this 6th string first, and then strum the rest. And it's just pick down, down, pick down, down, pick down, down, pick down, down, pick, and then slide it up, down, down. So this just adds a little something else, right? So this just adds a little more movement to what's happening underneath. And then with this one as well, you can add that when it gets to the chorus, add the sound too. So that's everything's going to stay the same. It's just that middle finger, it's going to move back and forth. Same timing, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Down. And this one, if you want to keep that first finger down, you can as well. But it's nice to have that major 7 sound going there when you're starting it for this song. So that is a bunch of different ways that you can play this song, and you can combine them all. It's a little trickier to combine the one without the capo, but within the capo one, you can have this little thing going. And then as you build the song, you can add this finger. And then when you get to the chorus, you can add that in there too. So there you have it. So don't forget, I do have the link in the description so you can get the tab for this lesson, so you have all the different ways that I showed you here to play messy, and then you can kind of mix and match and play around with the dynamic of the song. So if you found this lesson helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. I put out tutorials every week. And also, if you are struggling with strumming and want to break out of your strumming ruts, I have a course available on my online platform, That Guitar Glow, called Feel the Rhythm, and it's designed to help you do just that. Break out of your strumming ruts, add more dynamics and diversity to your playing, and give you the confidence to go along with it. So if you want to check that out, make sure to follow the link in the description below, and we would love to see you in there. Thanks for joining me today, and we'll see you next time.